Welcome everybody.
Grades going up in Mr. Johnson's class. I got a 100 on the assignment.
Hare Krishna Kala beta. Welcome to the class.
First few days I can't find my printer.
How's everybody doing? Is everybody doing okay?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, everybody enjoying the Ram Navami today?
Yes, Mataji. Dress up contest.
Yeah. Happy Ram Navami.
Happy Ram Navami. Mataji.
Yes. Tell me, beta.
In the modern class, we have to dress up like one of the Ram story characters. So today I have to dress up and we're gonna make laddus.
Nice. That is so much fun. I like that.
Mataji.
Yes.
I'll be Sita and my brother would be Hanuman.
Yeah. Nice. Very good.
And
So
also
I hope you all having a lot of fun. I hope you all are having a lot of fun in Ram Navami and enjoy. Do a lot of bhakti and a lot of wonderful things. So let's start with our prayers quickly, okay? Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Sajivam Sadhvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalitam Shri Vichakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Krishna Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Namamate Hari Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Devacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. All little cute, my bunch of kids, Vaishnav little children ki jai. So happy to have you all. And now let's start our chapter number 14.
Mataji, 15 and 16. 15 Mataji, you froze. 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 You're frozen. Mataji, you're frozen. Mataji knows. Maybe I don't know. Mataji. We're not supposed to talk too many times. Mataji, you're frozen. Mataji, you're frozen. She knows maybe. She's maybe trying to fix it. Frozen. Yeah, she already knows. We can say 13 and 14 sloka. We can say 13 and 14 sloka while Mataji comes back. Okay. No. Aprakasha तत्त्वे प्रवृत्ते तु प्रलयं दति देहभृत् तदोत्तमविदां लोकान् अमलान् प्रतिपद्यते. Good job.
Thank you so much, Vrinda and Vinay Mataji. As usual, you always come to my rescue. Thank you.
I only asked the kids to say yesterday's slogan.
Very good. So let's start our verse number 15. Okay.
Okay.
Now, hear me, everybody. Okay. Rajasi pralayam gatva karma sangishu jayate tatha pralinastamasi mudha yonishu jayate. When one dies in the mode of passion, he takes birth among those engaged in fruitive activities. And when one dies in the mode of ignorance, he takes birth in the animal kingdom. So yesterday we discussed something. Yesterday we said those who are in the mode of goodness, where do they go?
They go to the. They go
After
to the.
that, where do they go?
To the stages. They go
Yes,
to
Natalie. Yes, all the kids. Yes. They go to Brahma Loka or Jana Loka, heavenly planets, right?
They go to the sages loka.
Yes. And now Krishna is telling Arjuna today, those who die in the mode of passion, where do they go now?
They go to
They actually take birth again on the earthly planets.
what?
Yes, or any place where they
Because
have to
passion-
again, they have to go again, enjoy the fruits of their labor again. Okay.
And
Then when one dies in the mode of ignorance, he becomes next life what?
I don't know.
Animal.
Animal.
Yes. So Srila Prabhupada explains very nicely in the purport that some people think that once the soul becomes a human never becomes animal. Forever, life after life after life, they remains human. But that's not true. According to this verse, if someone is in the mode of ignorance, they are prone to become animal next life. Now it takes so long. Once if someone becomes animal,
Masterji.
yes, Vrinda.
I wanted to say, if we don't listen to Krishna, then we will become an animal. If we listen to Krishna, then we will go back to Krishna. There's one sloka to this thing. There's one
Yes.
sloka.
Yes. So that's why it is important to be in the mode of transcendence, actually, not even goodness, passion, or ignorance. We have to be in the mode of transcendence. But here it is spoken about those people who are in the mode of ignorance. They are all the time intoxicated and they are in the illusion. They are in the world of madness. They become animals next life. Okay. And this is not the aim of life. Therefore, those who are actually serious about human life should take to the mode of goodness. And in good association, in good association, transcend the modes and become situated in Krishna consciousness. So Srila Prabhupada is saying that if you have good association, if you are in devotee association, are we all going to become animals? No. We are already with devotees in a very good devotee association, and we are following Krishna consciousness, right? So, but this particular is the destination of the people who are in mode of ignorance.
Mataji.
Okay, let's go verse number 16. Karmanah sukritasyahuhu satvikam nirmalam phalam rajasastu phalam dukkham ajnanam tamasah phalam. The result of pious action is pure and is said to be in the mode of goodness. But action done in the mode of passion results in misery, and action performed in the mode of ignorance results in foolishness. So here, Srila Prabhupada very beautifully explains the purport. Purport is pretty long, but it's very beautiful. What Srila Prabhupada is explaining here, that pious activities, those people who are in the mode of goodness, they are more pure. Therefore, the sages who are free from all illusion, they are situated in happiness. But the people who are in passion, their life is simply miserable. So Srila Prabhupada gives a wonderful example. somebody wants to make a skyscraper, right? Okay, and then what happens? First, the person who wants to make skyscraper, he has to earn a lot of money to build that, right? He has to work day and night, hard, ignoring even his own health. If he's not well, he still will work like donkeys continuously because he wants to make the skyscraper. So he already making his life miserable.
What is a skyscraper?
Can someone tells me what is a skyscraper?
A skyscraper is a very big building which looks like
I cannot hear.
a giant scraping it.
Huh?
A skyscraper is a very tall building which looks like it's touching the sky.
Yes, tall building with multiple floors. Like other day also we discussed, right? That sometimes people have 2-story building, right? That's good enough. 1 story, 2 story, but they want 10 story, 15 story, 20 story, 30 story, right? So first you have to make a lot of wealth. And after that the people who are doing labor work in building that building, right? In construction, what happens with them? They also have to work so hard. So it's so much misery. Now they get a little mental happiness by saying, look at my house. It's so wonderful. It's so beautiful. Look, I have a 10-story building. But how it's a misery? At the end of the day, after some time, either this house will go away, right? Or the person has to leave the house, right? It can happen anytime, right? So do we really own anything? So this is the mode of passion where it is actually misery. And those people who are in the mode of passion, they actually take birth again and again on the earthly planets, and also they are just engaged in the fruitive activities. Now, third part, ignorance. What Srila Prabhupada is giving example here, wonderful example. Now, mode of ignorance people, they don't even differentiate what is good to eat, what is not good to eat. Whatever you give them on their plate, scorpion, spider, frog, crab, everything they will eat. They will eat everything. As long as something is tasty, something we get to eat, they don't even differentiate. This is good, this is bad. If I eat this, what will happen to me? So here Srila Prabhupada is explaining, especially he's talking about slaughtering poor animals is also due to the mode of ignorance. The animal killers do not know that in the future, the animal will have a body suitable to kill them. That is kind of law of karma, right?
Yeah.
So if we kill animals, we'll again become animal, and the same animal who we killed, they will get the suitable body to kill us. Action and reaction. That is the law of nature.
That's what my mom told me, that if you step on ants, even then then the ants will become again into bodies, and we will be ants, and then they will kill us. Mataji.
Yes. Say, Shirila, say beta.
So kind of like if we kill just a small fly and we're still scared and it does nothing to us, then there's no reason killing it. Mataji,
Yes, beta. Yes.
I wanted to tell you.
So let's discuss more in the end, okay?
I want to tell you something quickly.
Okay, tell me, Subhadra.
If someone has 100 layers in a tallest building with 100 floors, that means if they have 100 floors and then they say, oh, I have 100 floors, I have 100 rooms, that means it's ignorance.
That is more of mode of passion, not ignorance. Ignorance can be mixed there, but mostly it is mode of passion, because if someone is in mode of ignorance, they don't even want to work. They are lazy. They don't even want to take endeavor. They are like inactive people, right? So not necessary. It might be a little mix, but mostly the prominent mode is the mode of passion. So let's wait. So indulgence in animal killing for the taste of the tongue is the grossest kind of ignorance. Srila Prabhupada says a human being has no need to kill animals because God has given so many nice things to eat. And of all the kinds of animal killing, the killing of cows is most vicious. because cow gives us all kinds of pleasure by supplying milk. Cow slaughter means cow killing is an act of the grossest type of ignorance. And one who is being fully satisfied by milk and he's killing the cow is the grossest ignorance. So they will definitely become animals next life.
That
Also,
is an
we
insult, Mataji. That's an insult.
so we also say this thing, right? We say this prayer. 1 minute, beta. We say this prayer also. Namo Brahmana Devaya Go Brahmana Hidaya Cha Jagadvitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Means the Brahmanas and cows are very, very, very dear to Krishna. And we must take care of the Brahmanas and cow, because Brahmanas gives us spiritual education and the cows gives us milk. Cows like our mother. So mode of ignorant people, they don't know all this. And then what happens? They end up in the animal kingdom. So one must come at least to the mode of goodness. Okay, Garima, go beta.
Like if someone, I want to tell something.
Yes.
That if someone makes 100th floor in a story building, what do they do with that?
Well, they just happy looking at it that, oh, look, I have such a big house with 100 story or 10 story or 20 story.
They're just so proud.
Yes,
that
they are
have
proud.
So much,
Yes.
but they don't understand what do they do with it. Are they
Yes.
going to fill up so much things inside the whole house?
Okay, let's go, everybody. Verse number 15. Start. Everybody ready? Yes, show me thumbs up. Come on.
Like
Is
this.
everybody active? Is everybody ready? Come on. Yes.
Yes, I have my thumbs up.
Good job. Rajasi pralayam gatva.
Rajasi
Yes, Rajasi means
passion.
pralayam. Pralayam means dissolving. Gatva. Where's the noise coming? Okay. Gatva. Everybody. Gatva means attaining. Give me a minute. Let me figure out. There's a lot of background noise coming from one place, and I'm trying to mute them.
Veena Krishna.
Okay. Not from the.
Possible he don't know, but it's happening. Okay, so let's start. Rajasi pralayam gatva. Karma sangishu jayate. Karma sangishu jayate. Karma sangishu jayate. Karma sangishu jayate. Rajasi. I. There's no I. Where do you see it? Karma sangishu jayate. Karma sangishu jayate. Karma sangishu jayate. Atha prajna tamasi. Okay, give me a minute. I'm going to mute almost everybody because there is a lot of background noise at one place, and I cannot really teach shloka like that. I do not let me see. Where's the lot of background noise? See, when we all have class here, I please strictly advise everybody to not have any background noises. Otherwise, there's no way we can learn shlokas all together. Wait, beta. So I think background noise at the moment is gone. Whoever I have muted, please remain muted just for today, okay? Okay, everybody, follow me. Tatha pralinastamasi.
तथा
प्रलीनस्तमसि
तथा
प्रलीनस्तमसि तथा प्रलीनस्तमसि तथा प्रलीनस्तमसि मूढयोनिषु जायते मूढयोनिषु जायते मूढयोनिषु जायते मूढयोनिषु जायते. So at the end of the class, I'm going to pick 5 kids and they're going to tell me proper pronunciations. And whoever is not properly pronouncing, that means that child is not following me and that child is not paying attention.
I am paying attention.
So and every day might be the same children, every day might be different children. I'll pick 5 in the end. So I'm going to check, okay? So let's start. Now everybody, karma sangishu. Karma sangishu means in the association of those engaged in fruitive activities. Jayate, takes birth. Tatha, similarly. Pralinaha, pralayam, pralinaha means being dissolved. Tamasi, everybody, tamas means?
Ignore.
Yes. And then mudha yonishu. Mudha yonishu means in animal species. And jayate means takes birth. Rajasi pralayam gatva.
Rajasi pralayam gatva.
Karma sangishu jayate.
Karma sangishu jayate.
Tatha pralinastamasi. Mudha yonishu jayate. Good job. Did everybody get the shloka? Very easy shloka. Yes. I'm so proud of you all. So Varun, Aditya, beta, welcome to the class. I'm very, very happy to have you, beta. If you have any doubts, please feel free to ask, okay? And okay, let's continue. Rajasi pralayam gatva. Karma sangishu jayate.
Karma sangishu jayate.
Pralinastamasi. Mudha yonishu jayate. Good job, everybody. Verse number 16. Everybody ready?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on. Everybody. Yes. Let's start. Karmanaha. Karmanaha. Sukritasyahuhu. 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 Karmanah sukritasyahuhu. Tatvikam nirmalam phalam. 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 So karmanah, everybody see, whenever we say karma, karma means it can be little different meanings according to what is being used, but mostly karma means work. Okay, actions, work, yes, doing. Sukritasyahuhu means pious is said. Ahuhu. Okay, everybody pay attention here. Ahuhu means is said. Sukritasya, su means good. Sukritasya means pious. Satvikam means in the mode of goodness. Nirmalam means purified. Phalam means the result. Rajasas means of the mode of passion. Tu means but. Phalam means the result. Dukkham. Dukkham means misery. Misery, sadness, yes. Agyanam. Agyanam means no knowledge, nonsense. Tamasaha means mode of ignorance. And phalam means the result.
Fruit,
The result. Yes, fruit of actions. So the result.
Okay.
Rajasastu phalam dukkham. 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 Agyanam. Tamasaha phalam. Agyanam. Tamasaha phalam. Raghav, come on. Very nice. Nicely. Agyanam. Tamasaha phalam. Agyanam tamasaha phalam. Good job, everybody. Karmanah sukritasyahuhu. Satvikam nirmalam phalam. Rajasastu phalam dukkham. Agyanam tamasaha phalam. Karmana sukritasyahuhu. Natalie, very good, beta. I can hear you. I can hear Krishna. I can hear Prahalad. I can hear so many more kids. So you all are doing wonderful, okay? Karmanah sukritasyahuhu. Satvikam nirmalam phalam. Yes. Rajasastu phalam dukkham. Agyanam tamasaha phalam. So if you all pay attention to the Sanskrit, it's very easy to understand. So those who are in mode of goodness, they are pious, right? So what is the result? Their result is also goodness, right? Result of pious action is pure. Nirmalam means what? Pure, right? Satvikam means goodness. Phalam. Phalam means result. What is the result of being in the mode of goodness? Nirmalam means it is pure, good. Then says Rajasas. Listen, everybody. Rajasas tu phalam dukkham. So those who are in the mode of Rajas. Rajas means what? Rajas means passion. Phalam. Phalam means what is the result? If you are in the mode of passion, what will be the result? Dukkham. Dukkha means misery. And then the last part says Ajnanam tamasah phalam. That means those who have no knowledge, they are in mode of ignorance. Those who are in they are in mode of ignorance, they have no knowledge, they are living like a nonsense kind of things. Their result is what? Foolishness. Okay, so Ajnanam tamasah phalam. That's the meaning.
Ignorance
people, they're in ignorance. So why do they not go to Yamdutas? Because they're not using their brains, right?
Yes, so some of the punishments, sinful activity reactions, Yamduta take care of it, and some they pay in the form of the animal life. Okay. So who is speaking? Is somebody speaking, beta?
It's Raghav.
Nobody. Who is it? Raghav. Raghav is the question? Huh? I cannot hear you, Raghav. Your voice is very slow, beta. Speak loudly, beta.
Raghav said that no one should kill.
Rama, I'm able to hear other children, but not Raghav. Cannot hear him at all.
You should mute everybody except for Raghav.
No. There's no noise from other place. Raghav, you want to come closer to laptop and speak, beta?
Nobody should not kill cows and other animals.
Yes, you said wonderful. That's the summary of the whole shloka. You got it right. Perfect. We should not kill the cows and any other animals. Even when we are walking on the street, and if we see some worms, some bugs, some ants, we should be careful not to hurt anybody. Rather, when we pass by them, you know what we should do? Do you know? We chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We should chant to them. Then they have an opportunity to become devotee next life. You know that? Raghav said it right. Perfect. So is everybody ready for the repetition quickly?
Yes, Mataji.
Today's both the shlokas are very easy shlokas. So everybody come on the video call. Everybody unmute. Let's get ready for the fun part. Fast. I'm going to count 3 and everybody unmute and everybody video call. 1, 2, 3. Let me see everybody's smiling faces. Tristan, Vrinda, Srilila, Mathili. Right? Yes. Jahnavi, come on. Okay. Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. What's number 15? Rajasi pralayam katva masangishu jayate pralinastamasi dhayonishu jayate. Very good. 1, 2, 3. Rajasi pralayam gatva karma sangishu jayate tatha pralinastamasi dhayonishu jayate. Jayate is what? Takes birth. Right? 1, 2, 3. Rajasi pralayam gatva karma sangishu jayate pralinastamasi dhayonishu jayate. 1, 2, 3. Rajasi pralayam gatva karma sangishu jayate tatha pralinastamasi dhayonishu jayate. Last time, everybody awake. 1, 2, 3. Rajasi pralayam gatva karma sangishu jayate tatha pralinastamasi dhayonishu jayate. Good job. You all mastered it. Good job. Next one. 1, 2, 3. Karma sukritasyahu tantrikam phalam rajasastu phalam dukkham ajnanam tamasah phalam. 1, 2, 3. कर्मणः सुकृतस्य सात्विकं निर्मलं फलं रजसस्तु फलं दुःखम् अज्ञानं तमसः फलम्. Last 3 times. Everybody is in the mode of goodness right now, or mode of transcendence? Are you all in mode of ignorance, sleepy, or in mode of transcendence right now?
Mode of transcendence.
Perfect. Come on, let's start. 1, 2, 3. कर्मणः सात्विकं फलं रजसस्तु फलं दुःखम् अज्ञानं तमसः फलम्. 1, 2, 3. कर्मणः सुकृतस्य सात्विकं निर्मलं फलं रजसस्तु फलं दुःखम् अज्ञानं तमसः फलम्. Krishna. 1, 2, 3. Last time. कर्मणः सुकृतस्य सात्विकं निर्मलं फलं रजसस्तु फलं दुःखम् अज्ञानं तमसः फलम्. Good job. I want Srilila to speak verse number 16 quickly. Srilila?
Yes, Mataji, give me 1 minute.
Yes.
She said,
Next is Ayansh. Number
Mataji,
15. Yes.
Srilila is going to say,
Okay, Srilila, you get ready. Meantime, Ayansh will speak. Ayansh,
Mataji,
go
I'm
verse
ready.
15. Okay, Srilila, say.
Mataji, Karmanaha Sukritya Shatu Satvika Nirmalom Phalam Rajasastu Dukam Akalam Tamasa Phalam. Thank you,
Ayansh,
Mataji.
number
Hare Krishna.
15. Good job, Srilila. Ayansh, number 15. You want me to help you, Ayansh? Ayansh? Beta, you
Yes.
need my help? Rajasi pralayam gatva. Say with me.
Rajasi pralayam gatva
Karma sangishu jayate.
karma sangishu jayate
Tatha pralinastamasi.
tatha pralinastamasi
Mudha yonishu jayate.
Mood
Yonishu jayate.
yonishu jayate.
Good job. Prahlad, number 16. Number 16.
Karmanaha sukrita
Tasyahuhu.
tatya
Yes. Satvikam.
Satvikam nirmalam palam rajasastu palam dukkam ajnanam tamasah palam.
Good job. Garima, number 15.
Rajasi pralayam gatva karma sangishu jayate tata pralinastamasi mudha yonishu jayate.
Very good. I want to see Karthik. You want to say beta verse 15? Karthik?
I don't have my papers.
What beta?
I don't have my papers.
You don't have what?
Your paper.
My
Oh, you don't have papers. What about Bhagavad Gita beta?
No.
Okay, Sanvi. No, not Sanvi. Tanvi. Tanvi verse 15.
Rajasi prayam gatva karma yonishu jayate tata pralinastamasi mura yonishu jayate.
Good job. You all did wonderful. So everybody has to. Aditya and Varun, just stay here for 2 minutes. I want to talk to you both beta. So everybody send me recording of verse number 15 and 16 separately and 1 to 14 separately. Okay, and is everybody going to repeat 5 times these both the shlokas at night?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, and I hope everybody is working on their project, and Friday I think everybody going to get back to me, right?
Yes.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm so proud of you.
Yesterday.
Huh?
I started on project yesterday.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, take your time. No rush, okay? Friday.
Mataji, can you send a message about the project in the group?
I'll send in the group. Yes, I'm going to send it tonight, okay? So everybody, class is over. We'll see you all tomorrow. I just need to speak to Varun and Aditya so everybody can log out. And I love you all.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hi, love you. Love you. Aditya, Varun, I just want to tell you about something. Yesterday, I gave a project to all the kids, those who wanted to take up this service, to divide I showed them. I'm going to write in the group today, but the point is to go through the whole chapter, even though I've not explained, but to make 3 columns. I'm going to write and show you quickly, and then today I'll send the picture also. But I know yesterday you both were not there in the end, so I'm repeating for you both, beta.
Okay.
You see the paper here?
Yeah.
Passion, goodness, and ignorance, beta. 3 columns. So everybody, it's not a homework. It's a choice. It's a personal choice if you all want to do it. You have to go through the whole 14 chapter and divide which verses fall in the category of passion, which verse fall in the category of ignorance, and which in goodness.
Okay.
So suppose in passion, there is verse number 30, 35, 20, or 12, or 5. I'm just giving random numbers. So you all have to just write the verse numbers. That's all. And then Friday, once we discuss it, and then I can give the verses, I can allocate to all the children, because all the children have, all the children are going to be divided into 3 groups: goodness, passion, and ignorance, and we'll have like a fancy dress competition. It's like a dress up according to the mode, and then say your shloka. That will be next week, but I'll allocate all this on Friday most probably.
Okay, I'll see if I can get to it. I have a lot of tests for school coming up, so.
Yeah, so don't take pressure. It's optional. That's why I said, Aditya, Varun, I know you have a lot of studies and everything. So please do not take pressure. If you want to do it, and if you have time, do it. If not, it's not compulsory. It's not mandatory. Okay, beta?
Okay, yeah, we'll see if we can get to it.
Just wanted to let you both know, because I know I announced all this yesterday, and 1 minute, beta, and you both were not there. So I thought of just giving announcement again today.
Okay, thank you,
But
Mataji.
again, I said it's optional.
Okay.
It's for those who want to do it. They have extra time, so don't take pressure. Okay, beta?
Okay, Mataji.
Okay, love you, beta. Take care.
Hare Krishna, bye.
Hare Krishna.
Bye.
Yes, Mataji.
So I was wondering.
Sorry, Mataji, repeat.
They were also not there yesterday, so
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Yeah, I didn't realize. Sorry, Mataji.
Yeah. And so I was wondering, what about the shlokas, which are common to both goodness, passion, and ignorance, which have all 3 aspects? Some shlokas.
Yeah, then they can write separately, combination. I didn't mention about that.
Okay.
I didn't mention, like today's shloka also was had 2 together. So they can mention separately, or it can be like a Venn diagram, but I didn't want it to complicate by making a Venn diagram for children, especially small children. So I just try to simplify by making like a 3, so that they go through and they come up with their own simple thing. And I told them no help from parents.
Okay.
especially those who are readers and they are able to read and write, and they're able to grasp things a little bit, like not completely understand, but they can figure out this is passion, this is ignorance.
So they can make so for shlokas which are common, they can make another column and then say it has all 3 aspects mentioned.
Yes, I didn't discuss about that, but I can tell them tomorrow.
Okay.
For non-readers,
But for non-readers, yes, like Raghav, if Raghav wants to do, then of course you can help. But for readers, I clearly mentioned no help from the parents.
Like Prahlad.
Okay.
Okay, Mataji.
And me.
Yes, you also.
Yeah.
Okay, Mataji, see you all tomorrow.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, beta. Yes.